major surgery.
And what's this handy tool you're using?
This is a Sawzall.
Is that something your average homeowner should own?
Well, I'd say no, unless they got an attachment for trimming shrubs. Now
Easy, Joe.
well,
Do it.
gotta be careful. It's kind of a tough spot. We want to try to save that little piece of sheetrock there.
Yeah. All done now?
Kind of went on at an angle, I'd say. We gotta cut those studs off.
Just doesn't matter how low I go?
No. Just cut them off. No, cut off the nails.
Oh, cut it right at the crack.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, we're going.
Okay.
This is it.
Your average homeowner is now going to use the Sawzall.
Sawzall. Now watch this. Watch this approach. Now you notice did you feel going through each nail?
Yes, I did.
Okay. That's a
It's
good.
quite an amazing tool.
Okay, keep cutting. Time's a waste. There. Now then, good job.
This is slicker than snot, Norm.
Don't get too cocky now. Now that's gonna be a tough one. No, you gotta have to go. You're a left-handed person. Yep, you gotta switch around there
Thanks, Coach.
and get it from that way. Now, she's about ready to flop over.
Ooh, we don't want to rip that sheetrock, though.
Well,
It's connected down below that.
let's just kind of break it off.
We don't want
We could say something.
to just kick them. It pops the nails out. Didn't get that one quite good enough.
Well, let's just carry it right out. Into the mud hole. Out onto the grass. Now we have our basic hole. There it is, the
Here's
basic
the hole.
hole.
We're going to fill it in now and put the door in next.
The owner will unwind the air hose.
Oh.
Get all tangled up.
Yeah, do you have a technique that might help the homeowner
Yeah, what you're
to wind his
supposed to
hose
do-
up better? Oh.
Let it all out. When you get your hose, you've got to have it all coiled up so you know when you get it off your truck.
Yeah, who put that away for you?
Well, that was the way the homeowner would do it.
Oh, I see.
He's in a big hurry.
Oh, you did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
You lay the hose down by your machine and you stretch it out.
I see. It's kind
Okay?
of... Okay.
You set it down. Then you come back over by your machine. Make sure there's no dirt in the end.
Okay.
Plug her in. Now you see you've got a nice straight hose. No problem.
Well, a lot of guys wouldn't think of that.
Faucet, air spiker.
And that replaces your hammer?
This is the new hammer.
Oh, wow.
The hammer of the 21st century. Every homeowner should have one of these.
Okay, let's see how it works.
Well, you just apply a little pressure on the nose of the gun and pull the trigger, and boom.
Whoa.
She drives her home. Well, we're filling it in the opening. We're making the rough opening for the door.
Have you done any of this yet, or is this your first side?
No, we've done this side already.
Well, let's check that out.
The homeowners doesn't have money anymore,
Huh.
and what we're doing, we're using the material from the window we extracted, and we're using all that material. We're scabbing, what they
So,
call
another
scabbing in.
cost-saving method then.
Yeah, that's called.
I think everybody's interested in saving money.
Oh, definitely. The contractors don't like it. It's more labor involved. Well, they kind of like that because they get paid a little more for the time.
Yeah, that's right.
They have this door in about 10 minutes.
Say, that music playing in the background now, is that something you advise your workers?
Oh yeah,
Can it be
it calms them. It calms them considerably.
You don't think that can be distracting?
That's just like the old farm philosophy. They always have the radios going in the barns for the cows, you know, nice and calm. It's the same way it is in the work site.
So you're saying we're a lot like animals?
Well, yeah, we're an animal of sorts. Now this one's a little bit shorter.
That's what she said.
Far, you got everything framed in. It's time for lunch.
Okay, good lunch break time. Electrician's here too.
Okay, we can discuss more on what's going on with that. We're kind of a little unsure of how we handled that first project there.
Do you think lunch is important during a job
Oh,
like this? You need to stop to
You
eat.
guys have to have that mental break.
That's right. Okay, we'll sign off then.
Well, this is some aluminum flashing.
I don't think you're
The reason for it is John intends to put a deck in here someday. So this is just a little weather protection against rain coming back in on the house.
Well, it's an awful good idea, and something I don't think your average weekend
No, they
builder
never
would
do
know.
this. And then they'd say, well, there's slider leaks. Well,
that's a good pointer, I think, for our viewers.
you're ready.
Since we made the opening a little bit smaller, we had to fill in these gaps here with some sheeting, and we just used leftover material from the previous board that was here, so we didn't have to go out and buy anything. Save a little money for the homeowner. Just cut it to size and fit it
No
in.
scrap, huh?
Cover up the
It's a
gap.
no scrap job?
No scraps. We don't have much left over, and
Oh,
you'll
there's
see
some-
that later as we go through our scraps.
There's some insulation. What can we do with that now?
We'll find something to do. We can always build a dog coop.
Well, what about in the house? I think you have some insulation
Yeah, we
there,
have,
a little bit.
we have to fill in these gaps with insulation.
Oh, okay.
That'll be in a later segment of the show.
What about that shiny stuff there by your feet?
Yeah, this is that
Oh, that's
flashing we
yeah.
put
We
down earlier.
talked about
you can
that.
see how
earlier.
far down it goes. We didn't show that earlier,
Yeah.
but it goes all the way down to the ground.
Yeah.
So next it's put the frame of the door in, I think. Is that right?
That's it. That's it, bud.
Carpenters should remember is to keep the job site clean. Periodically stop your work and sweep up, pick up materials, keep things neat so you don't lose your hammer or your screwdriver amongst the mess. We found it is really a time saver. Even though you have to stop your work to do this, in the long run you save time. We always have our trusty dustpan handy someplace.
It's lost at the tools.
I just swept it out the door.
That's what most contractors.
Yeah, that's all going to be
Fill dirt someplace anyway, so.
okay.
Dust to dust.
Back to
We're in the assembly process. One of the most important tools a homeowner should always have is the battery-operated screwdriver drill. Saves him a lot of time. When he wants to get out on that golf course, have one of these. Here's the screws we got to put in.
mighty long ones.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things, you know, you just have to have a good solid structure. Ends.
Why caulk on all the ends?
Well, it's just one of those things, we're looking for energy efficiency, and this is one of the methods of doing it. You gotta make sure that everything is weather tight.
Why is it that you placed the frame all out in that manner?
Well, it's just an organized fashion.
Oh, you okay?
You gotta be careful though when you crawl around on your knees.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get things organized here. Right around this whole frame here. It's a silicone caulk, probably one of the best on the market. Right there. All little joints and crevices. You always got to make sure if you're working in a finished area to put something down to keep the caulk from oozing out all over this nice shag carpet.
It is beautiful carpet.
Oh man.
You don't see that much anymore.
First, I don't know why, but they tell you to do it that way.
Why is it you don't screw them in all the way? What's the
Well,
purpose
it's
of
for
it?
alignment purposes.
So you
know?
can continue to
Make
move
sure
it around?
Make sure everything's going to line up good first. There's a possibility that the man at the factory might have been having a bad day and he screwed the hole in crooked or something. You know?
Yeah, and no sense us paying for that,
Yeah,
right?
Who pays for it?
Right. Like you put too much on there. Is that too much?
No, just right.
Why liberally?
Well, let's let it ooze out. Make sure that all the aluminum surfaces are covered. You know,
Yeah, right.
we don't want any gaps for the air to blow in, and the homeowner's gonna come back and say, "My door's blowing cold air in."
Yeah, that's a that's a pain for any builder.
Yep. So we do exactly what the instructions tell you to do.
And if the homeowner is doing this himself, he's got no one to blame but himself.
That's right. Well, the drill's kind of running out of juice.
What do you do then?
Well, we've got another charge, a battery being charged over there. The problem was is we didn't have enough forethought to put it on earlier, and I think it's time for a beer.
There's nothing else we can do, is there? Do you recommend alcohol on this type of a job?
These are battery operated tools, so they can't hurt you too bad.
Okay, good. Okay, time for a beer then.
Okay, we got the screws in. Now we got to put what they call a wind guard, wind flashing. We'll put that on the sides.
Wind flashing. Now, I'd never heard of that. Is that new on the market?
No, it's been around for quite a few years.
Okay.
It's what it does is just kind of keeps the breeze from blowing through the rough opening.
Yeah. Good.
And
Okay.
what we're gonna do is we gotta attach that to this frame.
Okay.
And that's a process that takes a little bit of know-how too. Your everyday homeowner might have trouble with.
Okay.
Wind backer.
So that's just forced in. You don't actually use any nails with this, huh?
There's a special gasket you have.
Now that tool in your left hand there, is that a special tool you...
2x4 block.
Oh,
On the scrap
gosh,
pile.
nothing you have to buy then, huh?
No.
Oh, that's great.
Something you can find out in the scrap pile. And there's a trick to this. You gotta get your knee into it.
Yeah, I see that as a back support, sort of.
Gotta have a good 20-ounce hammer. Okay, we got that in there.
Got it all set now, huh?
It's all on.
Looks good.
Ready
Okay.
Now we're ready for installing the jam,
All
the
right.
frame.
These are little pieces of wood you've got sticking out here.
Those are what they call shims.
And what purpose do they serve?
Well, they bring the frame out to where it's supposed to be.
I see. So the frames...
This is a little trick here. We just use a little utility knife and cut it.
Cut it right
Score
off,
a little
huh?
bit there. They have nice sharp blades.
Oh, yeah. Great. Okay, so the
That's
frame's
another
in.
trick the homeowner doesn't usually know about. He uses a big old saw usually on it. Ends up cutting his finger off. Half the time.
More shim then, huh?
Well, there's a little gap there. It'll fill that. We gotta get the level out here and make sure we're close. It's pretty dang good.
Good. So it looks like we got the first panel in there, Joe.
Yeah, it's stationary panel.
So that means it doesn't move. Or illiterate?
Permanently. There's a
Really?
bracket. Goes right up here,
Good.
so people can't.
Whoops. Oh yeah, and that'll hold it right in place,
And
huh?
then there's 4 screws goes.
So you don't move, huh?
Moving.
Good, good.
What a beautiful piece of glass to look at.
Yeah, it is nice. Really nice. We'll come back when we get the final paneling, okay?
Okay,
So it looks like you're putting in that final panel now, huh, Joe?
this is it.
Well, a job well
Look at
done.
that.
The job's complete.
Well, not quite. You gotta make the final adjustment.
Okay.
You hold it open a little bit there, and you
Okay, we'll be right with you here.
take these little screws out. Look, don't even need adjustment. Those
Look at
the
that.
jam
final
was
line.
hung so perfect.
Great.
Completely installed.
Including a lock.
No adjustment necessary. We have to adjust the thing.
Let's see it slide.
We took our time, did it right, step-by-step method.
How long should the average homeowner plan on giving time-wise for a job like this?
Oh, complete finish, probably most of the summer.
Okay.
A licensed contractor, what would it take?
So you recommend,
6-7 hours?
even though we're making this for the average homeowner, you'd recommend hiring a contractor after all this?
Yeah, because we're not done yet.
Okay, good. I hope this encourages a lot of you homeowners out there to try this job yourself. Thank you. Well, Joe, looks like we got quite a mess out here, though, to clean up.
That's the worst part.
Putting everything back. Yeah, the job's done, but yet you still have to do the menial tasks.
Yeah, the worst part, you
Yeah.
know. And there's just, like we said before, there's a few tools that you need for installing this door. We'll kind of go over them with you one more time.
Okay, good.
A few tools you need to install this door.
Yeah.
One's an air compressor, an air nailer, sawzall, some holes, saw, good level.
So
You
what,
know, it's only going to cost you about $3,000 for tools.
just to buy the tools.
Yeah, that's all you need to install one of
So you think that $3,000 is a drop in the bucket for your average homeowner?
those. Oh yeah, nowadays, heck yes.
That looks real
They
nice.
just get their wife another job.